Naruto, 10 Most Practical Jutsu, Ranked. There are many different types of jutsu in Naruto, although some are far more practical than others. The Naruto series is full of iconic special moves that are some of the best in all of anime. These techniques that fill the series are called jutsu. Jutsu are mystical arts that skilled ninja are able to use in battle. While there are plenty of uses for these skills in battle, as shown throughout the entirety of both the anime and manga, many of these skills have very practical uses as well. Yes, these devastating moves that can completely destroy an opponent with one hit also have some very practical uses outside of battle. Some of these useful jutsu, however, are more practical than others. 10. Ball of Light is simple but helpful. While there are some very broken jutsu that can be practically applied to real life, there are others that do the bare minimum that could make things a bit easier. One of those is the Ball of Light technique. All this jutsu does is allow the user to create a small ball of bright light that can be used similar to a flashlight. Perfect for anyone that is stuck in the dark with no phone or flashlight. 9. Substitution Jutsu makes for an easy getaway. In Naruto, even the weakest and most simple jutsus can be very practical. For example, the body replacement technique or substitution jutsu would be a very useful one to someone in real life. This escape technique allows the user to replace themselves with a block, plush toy, or anything else of the sort. This optical illusion can only be countered by anyone fast enough. But in real life, it's doubtful it'd be the case. Use this technique whenever a situation gets a bit too hot. 8. Walking on water and up walls. One jutsu/ability that no one bats an eye at in Naruto is the power of walking on water and up walls. This very underrated technique is underlooked due to the fact that everyone can do it by the middle of the series and it is a normal thing at that point. However, this ability is quite practical and would be an amazing one to have in real life. Walking on water and up walls could be great powers to have, especially for those whose jobs entail scaling walls or going through the ocean like a lifeguard. Not to mention if anyone loses something in a pool, it'd be that much easier to find it. 7. Sharingan would make life easy. Sharingan is one technique that literally everyone has been acquainted with. This technique is one of the most loved in the entire series just because of who uses it and the applications of it, which make it a top-tier jutsu. The Sharingan is nothing fancy, but it would make life easy for anyone that wants to learn anything. Like Taskmaster of Marvel Comics, someone with Sharingan can watch someone do something one time and replicate it. Thankfully, only specific people can use this ability, or there would be a lot of copycats. 6. The Byakugan could be used a ton of ways. One dojutsu of the Naruto series that rivals the Sharingan in hype is Byakugan. This technique lets the user have a 360-degree view around themselves and even lets them look through almost any object. This type of thing would make Byakugan users amazing drivers among other things. Not to mention being able to see through things would be perfect for finding lost objects and a great tool for doctors. 5. Transformation jutsu would be helpful and dangerous. Imagine having the ability to transform into anyone at just about any time. Sounds broken, right? Well, that's exactly what the transformation jutsu entails for anyone that dares to learn it. This ability of course has lots of simple and innocent applications but has even more room for evil deeds. Whether good or bad applications, the jutsu is very practical and would be a must-learn for anyone. 4. Object manipulation is one people dream of. The Mangekyo Sharingan can grant the user some of the most powerful jutsu in the entire Naruto series. One of those is of course the object manipulation technique. This jutsu does exactly what the name suggests. The user is able to control objects telekinetically. The practicality of this technique is quite obvious and it can be used in a wide variety of situations. 3. Koto Amatsukami would make anyone powerful. Another jutsu that can potentially come with the Sharingan is the dojitsu, Koto Amatsukami, an ability that allows the user to alter the memories of anyone in their field of view. This technique would make anyone a master of manipulation. It'd be easy to become the most powerful person on the planet using it. Or one could just do something as simple as getting all A's without doing any homework. 2. Any driver would want Flying Thunder God. One of the most powerful techniques and one that any normal human would love to have access to is the Spacetime Ninjutsu, the Flying Thunder God technique courtesy of Tobarama Senju. After one trip to anywhere, the user is able to teleport back as long as their chakra is touching it in the form of a teleporting symbol left there. The practicality is only lost here due to the small chance of the chakra symbol disappearing. 1. Shadow Clone Jutsu's practicality is obvious. If anyone was asked what jutsu they would have before any in real life, chances are that their first answer would be the Shadow Clone Jutsu just because of how practical its myriad of uses are. Multitasking would be the name of the game with this jutsu. Working together to clean a room, do work, hang out with friends while handling business, and even become your own army. The uses for this jutsu are nearly limitless, and as long as your chakra is trained enough, so is the amount of clones you can use.